Nice, nice. Can I ask you something? Is it true that every time you...
Just a moment. That's all, man. Take a break. Everybody have a great day. Give me all your money.
Fill up the bucket.
That's right.
Is it true? Is it true that every time you bring it to the street, you have to tune it again?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
CD.
CDs are $10.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
All right. Let's make a little break here. This bunch of occupiers and other. Hi, Robert. What's up?
I
What's
was
going on?
dismayed that our comrades were yelling "Die up, ye scum" in this direction, just because people are enjoying classical music.
They want something radical.
What?
They want something radical.
There could be nothing more radical than bringing non-commercial music into the public space for the
Already,
enjoyment
right?
of all. That is the most radical thing
That's
possible.
heavy stuff.
Yes.
Plus, every time you take it out, you have to tune it. That's a lot of work.
He has 4 pianos in 4 parts of the city and 4 storage spaces.
That guy?
I read that in an article some years ago, and they're situated near parks.
Years ago. So he's doing this a few years
I'd
already.
say about 5 years.
Wow.
I first heard him in Carmine Street. But if he's going to yell "Die yuppie scum," then that applies to me too, because I fully enjoyed this music.
Yeah,
And these
nice.
people are alienating.
By yelling, huh?
Because most of these people are tourists. And they're probably more radical. They come from countries with really radical traditions of workers' manifestations. And these scruffy-looking East Villagers,
Scruffy Occupy
miscreant
protesters.
East Villagers who are holier than thou are raining epithets unjustly on these good people who are simply enjoying music. And they don't know friend from foe. That's all I will say.
Thank you very much. They don't know friend
That's right.
from a foe. Nice. Thanks, Robert. Oh, what's that again? Can you make an explanation?
Well, a brief
It says justice for Tariq Mihanna. Is it against the law to say jihad?
Yeah.
So,
Apparently it is against the law.
Yeah?
He's convicted.
Shit.
All he did, and you may read it in the current liberal magazine, not even a radical magazine.
Not even radical.
The American Prospect for June.
Yes.
And the article, shocking in every detail.
Wow.
About the conviction of this young man. Wait a minute. Look. This young man. He's an American citizen.
Wow, he's very young.
Convicted in a federal court in Boston for, quote, material support for jihad. And all he did was translate material that he found on the internet and put it on his website. He didn't write one original word. He translated pre-existing words that any American should have the right to do. And now he's sitting in a federal court.
Wow.
And this is under the reign of, George Bush, Obama. We have this desecration of the Bill of Rights. And as the great Eugene Debs said, as long as there is a soul in prison, I am not free. And as long as this dear youth is in prison, I am not free.
Well, next thing, it can be these guys.
These guys?
Us. Them. Anybody.
Yes, it's a slippery slope into intolerance.
Maybe you can be in the federal prison just for this too.
Well, I'm testing that by carrying this.
What was the reaction in general?
Nobody. No, well, first of all, no one knows who he is, so the reaction is a shrug.
But they know, they don't know jihad. I think that's English. No,
It just means struggle.
I know,
And
but
you know, the great poet Auden wrote a poem in the 30s called Spain. I
yeah,
think it's not. It went tomorrow for the rediscovery of romantic love.
yes,
Tomorrow for the young, the
Yeah.
poets exploding like bombs. But today, the struggle. People always refer to struggle, be it jihad or struggle. It's good
But-
enough for Auden, it should be good enough for the
but they
federal government.
they take it in a religious like resistance
Yes,
in
they do.
Iraq or Afghanistan.
They
So
do.
it becomes like part of national local resistance. You know, the national local resistance. Yeah.
Well, struggle is struggle.
They use everything possible, and that struggle, finds its root in their religion then down there, and that's why the fighting generals don't like it, I guess.
A young Harvard student, I think 10 years ago, he was the top of his class, and he wanted to give a talk called My Personal Jihad. That was going to be his commencement speech. And he was forbidden to give that speech.
Wow.
His personal jihad, not a
Personal.
political. And that was
Personal.
still too much for the burghers leading the town of Boston and in all the other backwaters. But I wouldn't say die up, you scum, in response to this backwater culture.
But I believe if the army isn't in any country like Iraq or any Afghanistan or other countries, they wouldn't react like this.
These are speculative matters.
Yeah. All right. So are
Oh,
you
here's
gonna?
another. They're yelling "Die up, you scum" in this direction. But what do we have here in addition to the music lovers?
Yeah.
We have their fellow protesters.
Yes.
Why is he throwing epithets this way at all? These people are wacko. Wacko.
Wacko.
They are engaging in flapdoodle. I mean, these are very important signs. Why are they saying "Die uppy scum"? Because they're so disengaged. So,
I think I
couldn't
think
imagine.
they're trying to provoke the Democrats who might be around.
By interrupting their.
Yeah, might
They're-
be listening to the music. Democrats.
I think that's
Maybe they're wrong, but
that's a tactic so ill-advised, preposterous,
Yes.
smarmy,
right.
and coming from people who look, they shouldn't be lecturing other people about matters of culture. That's all.
Yeah.
And I'm an occupier.
Like
But I do believe that we have to treat each other with mutual respect, or we're going to have no dialogue and no one joins. And we've been very successful with 1,000 plus encampments around the country, which drew from all sectors of society, not by name calling and hailing epithets rudely in this direction.
Yeah. Probably they never had a chance of even touching the piano keyboard.
No, they're
Poor
the
guys.
piano is a bourgeois instrument.
Yeah, that's why maybe it's.
But so what? It's proved yeoman service to culture, and some of the greatest revolutionary songs are played on the piano, bourgeois instrument or not. These people are misguided, and that is an understatement.
Right.
An understatement.
Oh, what do you think about music? Because music is so beautiful, so nice, and it's actually one of the best arts, but a lot of creation, right? Composition, and But bourgeois and also poor, the peasants even can be, making music. So
It's among the universal arts,
yes,
obviously.
universal art, right?
And the howlings of these gentlemen was a very discordant addition to this people's orchestra. But anyway,
You know them? No, some of
I
them.
think to talk with
They are not writers
I
or
discussed
anything
many
like
things,
that.
and I found them completely incoherent, incapable of contributing a coherent element to our movement. And if I were a director of film, I'd say yes, they add color to the extras.
Remember the drudgery of the revolution. The most bottom class of the revolution.
The lumpen proletariat.
Yeah, like out of work, out of education, out of family, out of everything.
People who have gone awry. That's the problem. They're not the lumpen proletariat. They're well educated. They affect this disdain, and it has no communicable value to a movement unless your objective is to alienate every possible friendly recruit.
They hurt the feeling of the piano player.
The piano player, by contrast, is emoting a perfervid, intense summons unto engagement. In that way, it's very political. Everyone knows that. Herbert Marcuse wrote his books on music and culture. Great Marxist critic.